All right, this is the Thorn residence. It was built by Blue Heron, 621 Majestic Rim Drive in McDonald Highlands, up on the hill there. This picture shows some glass exterior rails that we did out there. So all this glass exterior rail was set down inside the concrete. We had to come in prior to them pouring the concrete and set all this base shoe down in the ground, and then they poured the concrete, and then we came back and we set all the glass in. And this glass was actually set. We probably spent 4 hours out there with the homeowner deciding how high to set this glass so it perfectly mirrored the horizon of the city out here. So when they sat down, it was like the bottom frame to the skyline of the city. All right, so this is we did these. If you look, the fireboxes here are hot rolled steel. They're made out of 1/4-inch plate, and we also had to build the structure that supports this fire, the firebox. They had never done this before, and they started framing everything, and then the fireplace contractor came in and said, well, you need something to support all this weight up here. So we had to come in and figure that out. There's actually 2 of these in the house. These are some gates. We did lots of gates out at this house. This is all built out of stainless steel, and it has no visible fastening system on any of these horizontal louvers. There's structure inside it, and then we ended up gluing these to the structure. That way it was a nice seamless look. That's kind of what they were looking for. And they used a lot of stainless in this house, as you'll see. A couple more gates, stainless wall mount rails, a little pool gate over here. This is their entry gate. Same design as the others, all stainless, all seamless. This is their interior rails. We spent a lot of time working on the design of these stainless steel posts here. We'd never done these before, and these are very different connectors than what we'd used. We also had to spend a lot of time trying to make sure that our wood cap here ran in place and flushed out with this polished concrete floor that they have. We had to come in and set up forms and everything for our cap and lay our cap prior to them doing the pour. That way we were able to get everything to come in and work out just right. Just the back stair, we did the wall mount here. Another flooring company actually did the treads, but this is just showing the wall mount we've got going up this back stair. This is in their casita. A little guest house they have off the back. You can see it's the same stainless steel rails that we used inside the house, the same stainless steel posts with 1/2-inch tempered glass handrails. Another picture of the wall mount going down the back stair. These are aluminum louvers that we did out there. These are a redesign of a louver system that we do a lot for Blue Heron, but this louver system actually is hanging off the face of the house. You can kind of see it up top here, because all these windows are active. They can push a button on the inside of the house and all of these windows will open. And the typical louver system that we do would have blocked every one of their windows. So we had to push and figure out a way to hang the louvers off the front of the house in order to swing up and keep their windows active. You can also see some more exterior rail that we did out here off the back of the house. This is just an inside shot, some more of those louvers. You can see how we had to set these louvers prior to any of the exterior being done. Prior to the pool being done, we had to get a scaffold company to actually come out and erect a whole wall of scaffold that covered this entire wall in order for us to install those louvers, because there was no other way to get to it. There was no equipment, nothing that could get us to that point. This is the main stair. They had 2 stairs in this house, but this is the main staircase. You can see again, everything is stainless steel inside. So we have this on this first flight, we have an offset single stringer. You can see the stainless brackets here, and you can see how far those steps cantilever out past there. We also have walnut treads, walnut landings, and if you look, you can see that these treads and landings actually encase the glass as well, so it looks as if the glass is coming right through the treads. That was a design element, as well as when we had these steps are actually floating off of the wall about 5 feet, and they had a little bit of bounce to them, and the homeowner was concerned. So in order to get rid of the bounce, we had to figure out a way to connect every one of the treads without having it look like we were connecting every one of the treads. And the solution was this glass system, that behind every one of these end caps there's 2 bolts that bolt the glass to the tread, and in turn bolt each tread to each other. And this is what we used to strengthen up the staircase, and it also looks pretty cool. Another picture of the main staircase. This is the staircase in the master bedroom. There's a master bedroom suite. It goes up both floors. Again, all stainless steel glass. When we changed the handrail system on the main stair, after a few weeks of trying to design the post system on this back stair, we just decided that maybe we keep it consistent, and so we did the same system with this main stair, or with this master staircase, as we did with the main staircase, where the treads and the glass run through each other. Another picture of that master staircase. You can see how that glass comes right through those end caps. More glass rails, more main staircase. These were not much to look at, but kind of a challenge. This bathroom vanity actually floats off of these 2 stainless steel columns, and there's nowhere that you can see how it all happens. There's a tube steel table that sits inside the floor, inside the bottom of this cabinet here, and that's what is supporting this whole cabinet, but you can't see any of it. All you see are these stainless steel columns, and it looks like the master bathroom vanities are just hanging off of them, but they were kind of a challenge to get put together. There's 2 of them you can see in that master bathroom. This is just some stainless trim on the outside. We did these stainless window jambs around all the exterior, just to accent to the house. This is the wine room. This is so we did a steel wall mount in here. The stone was all done by Las Vegas Stone, I believe. It's difficult to see, but in the backs of all these nooks is hot rolled steel, and we had to come and put all that hot rolled steel prior to them putting the stone in, because again, they didn't want to see any fasteners or anything. So we came in prior to any of this stone coming in, and we put steel in the backs of all these nooks and crannies. This wine room actually comes back around the corner and goes down another set of stairs. It's got a big vaulted ceiling to it. It's pretty monstrous. This is the door to the wine room. It's pretty difficult to see, and that's kind of the point. This is actually the door encased inside this piece of steel trim. This center piece of trim here, you can actually push on this corner of it, and the door handle pops out, and then that door would swing open, and you can walk into the wine room. But when the door's closed, this just looks like a whole sealed off wall. So we did this whole wall and then came back up across the ceiling. There's a picture of the door open. We weren't quite finished with it yet, but that's what it looks like with the door open. And we're back to the beginning.